What's up, everybody? Welcome to Up at Noon. Today, Danny Shepard's here to tell me all about his Nightwing fan series. But first, Microsoft wants more stuff for the Kinect. Pfft. All this other stuff's happening with Tomb Raider. Pfft. This is the news you care about. Experts, my Canadian maple leaf Mitch Dyer.
Hey.
Hey, how are you? They like you.
Oh my God, apparently.
My Italian meatball, Brian Alfano. Hi. Our lead story. Microsoft hopes developers will keep using Kinect. This is out of Gamescom. Phil Harrison says, we let the developers choose whether they want to use Kinect. It's one of the tools that they have in their tool belt for taking advantage of the Xbox One, and we hope they continue to use it.
What are the other tools?
I think the other tools
online
are actual tools.
I got my wrench, I got my screwdriver, got my Kinect.
Here's a twisty straw.
Yo, guys, you want to put achievements in this game? A tool. This is bad. This is bad.
That bodes well.
Yeah.
If they wanna, we want them to, please.
I mean, would it have made more sense for Xbox out of the gate to have forced Kinect on everybody?
I mean, in the sense that it's like, you need to have Kinect integration in your games. It would have been suicide. There's no way.
They forced it on me when I bought that thing. So, like, what happens there, right? Like, I spent $100 on a big brick that sits under my TV that doesn't understand me. So, like, can someone come pick that up? Give me a few Xbucks or whatever it is?
They use real money now.
They do. Yeah, they got rid of that garbage. So we were talking about this on Podcast Unlocked this week, and that the Kinect is still, if you have one, still kind of core to the experience of navigating that machine.
Sure.
Microsoft announced 3 new bundles this week, all 3 of which do not come with Kinect. So it bodes well. It's like, okay, I have this, and I can use it to navigate Netflix, go to whatever. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, you are releasing 3 new bundles, none of which have games that use Kinect or the hardware at all. So, like, what are you doing? Like, we hope they want to use it, but we're not going to put it in the box anymore.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Microsoft
can we just
seems
call
to
it?
not care.
You and I can.
All right, you don't want
Break the news.
to.
I'm sorry, we're getting breaking news. Brian, do you want to take it?
The Kinect is dead.
Who delivers death notices like that? The Kinect is dead. This is
Hey, but also, who claps at a death notice like that? Yeah, they killed it. That's horrible. That's worse than what I did.
I still have my Kinect hooked up, and I still talk to the TV.
I like my Kinect.
Yeah?
I think the new Kinect is good. Like, it works. I have no problems with it responding to my stupid voice commands.
Yeah.
I yell, next page, next page. It works every time.
It turns on, it turns off for me, and it goes to
That's
TV.
all you need.
It's one of the problems.
Totally worth $100.
Totally worth $100, not having to touch any buttons. Next up, Rise of the Tomb Raider is a timed exclusive for the Xbox One. This was a whole rigmarole this week, guys. It starts out that it's an Xbox One exclusive. It's dodgy for a day. Then they come back. People were going after Camilla Luddington on Twitter, by the way, who plays Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider game.
It's your fault.
Why
did you do this?
She had to tweet along with other people who like just work on the game, and they're like, hey, no one asks us what platform to put it on.
I just read the script. I don't.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I tweeted shockingly, I tweeted a picture of me eating a pizza the other day. And somebody was like, "Oh, cool. Do you know when Zelda's coming out for Wii U?" And I'm like, the f***ing answer is not. It's not in this pizza. Like, let's f***ing keep the conversation where it should be. Like, leave her alone.
You don't get your precog Minority Report pizza anymore.
I would love that. Like, I don't think pizza needs to be better than it is already. Just leave it.
Phil Spencer said about Rise of the Tomb Raider's exclusivity at Gamescom 2 Eurogamer. Yes. The deal has a duration. I didn't buy it. I don't own the franchise. Then people asked him about the fact that PlayStation fanboys, doctor, were they upset when this news happened? They were screaming. They were mean to Camilla Luddington. They're saying that you're not going to do this. Phil says, I get the reaction I see. If I'm a PlayStation person, all of a sudden I feel like the franchise has gone. I didn't buy the IP. I didn't buy the studio. It's not mine. Where this thing will go over time, just like Dead Rising or Rise, we'll see what happens with the game.
So did anybody expect this to actually be an Xbox One exclusive when they said it was an Xbox One exclusive?
At Ground Zero, a lot of people did, yes.
Yeah.
As soon as it got announced, there was they went and, you were telling me, right, that they went and readjusted the Tumblr post at some point to say, like, and it's still, like,
Rise of the Tomb Raider, coming in 2015, coming exclusively on Xbox.
Sorry when I get a little worried when a billionaire gets backed in a corner and is like, we gotta do something. Like, they might as well be like, F it, buy Tomb Raider. Like, I have no idea. They're crazy billionaires run that company, and they're not selling a lot of Xboxes right now. Like, they could buy Nintendo if they want and be like, oh, we just put it on a boat and sunk it. Ha ha, F it. But in a month, somebody might dig it up. Who knows? It's not my problem. Like, I don't trust anybody.
How would you dig up a sunk boat?
Sonar.
Yep.
What?
You know that this was going to go badly, though, right? Like, Crystal Dynamics knew that shit was going to go sideways so early on that they pre-wrote this blog post saying, sorry about this. Like, okay, they knew it was going to go poorly, so why was the messaging what it was?
Because I guess Crystal Dynamics doesn't have anything to say about that, right? When Xbox gives you the money, they get to write the story.
I guess, but every other announcement was coming first to Xbox One. Debuting on consoles on Xbox One. Coming first to Xbox One. This was like, no, it's exclusive. It's an exclusive Xbox One game.
I just don't understand,
Just kidding.
Who benefits from this, right? Like, it's...
Phil Spencer?
Well, hopefully, yeah, Xbox would have benefited, right? Because there's so many rabid Tomb Raider fans out there that they would have rushed out to buy it.
Like, if you own a PS4, you're screwed. If you own a PC, you're screwed. If you played the last Tomb Raider game and you really liked it and you want to keep playing it on something you put it on already, unless you have an Xbox, you're screwed. The people who make the game are screwed because they're not going to sell as many copies. And then the people who work at Xbox had to pay a bunch of money to make sure other people couldn't play it.
Finally, fans may have guessed the ending of Game of Thrones.
Why don't you tell me?
What?
George Railroad Martin said, at least one or two readers had put together the extremely subtle and obscure clues that I planted in the books and came to the right solution. So what do I do then? Do I change it? I wrestled with that issue, and I came to the conclusion that changing it would be a disaster because the clues were there. You can't do that, so I'm just going to go ahead.
That dude has never wrestled with anything. He's wrestled with obesity. Hey, I'm wrestling with
You're just swinging at this poor guy. He's just out there trying to write books.
You call his middle name Railroad.
What do you think R.R. Martin stands for?
Rocket Raccoon.
This, to me, is, we were talking about earlier, non-stories, right?
Yeah.
No shit someone guessed the end of Game of Thrones. I'm sure we've all guessed the end of something sometime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the book series has been going on forever. Everyone loves the show now. It seems like, well, yeah, I'm sure someone who's read the books and can remember all the dumb names for these characters can piece it all together.
Breaking news, someone inferred something from the text you wrote.
Yeah.
Good job. Also, in other news related, author will continue to write the ending he planned to write.
I know, right? I like that he's like, oh, he for a second, actually.
I thought about changing it.
Because of two people on a message board. He's like, maybe I'll throw out my entire plan. This will be the end of it, and I'll redo this entire series.
Burn these 1,000 pages.
Yeah.
Don't need it.
No. Speaking of creators, Greg Way. Oh, that got close to hitting everyone in the room.
That was the best one yet.
No, I hit myself in the eye a few weeks ago.
Just kidding. Second.
We gotta get you lighter cards. This is getting ridiculous.
I wanted to get Alexis. Speaking of creators, Greg Way, my next creator is making a Nightwing fan series on YouTube, and I can't wait to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Danny Shepard.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I am amazing.
You are Nightwing.
I am.
Now let's talk about how conceited you are. You set out, I'm going to make a Nightwing series, and I'll be Nightwing, I guess.
I know, man. I'm just a trademark narcissist.
No, you're not. The series looks awesome.
Thank you.
You put out the teaser. You got it. The official trailer's dropping this week, right? Wednesday?
Yep, on Wednesday. It's August 20th.
Okay, they get that, all right? Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
Okay. Why did you want to do this? Why did you want to make a Nightwing fan series?
I mean, I grew up watching the animated series, and I feel like siblings can relate to this. I had an older brother, and he always got to be Batman. So my parents always bought him the Batman toys, and I was always Robin. So it was like Stockholm syndrome, where eventually I was like, I do like Robin. No, I'm kidding. I really always grew up like loving Robin,
right?
Loving that character, and I remember watching the New Adventures of Batman when I was just a kid and seeing like Nightwing pop up, and I was like, who's this guy? And then you see that it's Nightwing as a grown-up, and I was like, or Robin as a grown-up, and I was like, this is amazing. He grew up.
I don't have to always be in these little panties.
He's a badass now. And I always loved the character since then. Started reading the comic books.
Sure.
Followed the character. I've just
see now. Here's the thing. Everything you described is normal. That's what normal people do. We all we don't stop at some point and they're like, well, now I'm going to make I don't know, a 5-episode YouTube series about it and have awesome stunts and effects and crazy things.
That's very true. Not everybody's as weird as me. No, I went to film school.
Yeah.
Me and my, I guess, co-creator of the series, Jeremy Lee, who's also my best friend. We made a video that went viral on YouTube. It wasn't very good.
Oh, come on.
The series is much better, so it was a big improvement. But at the time, I had just gotten out of college, and I had no idea what I was going to do, and we were just like, hey, let's do this whole YouTube thing and see where it goes. And like, it just got, that video went viral, got super popular, and people were like, we want more Nightwing. And I was like, dude, people want to give us money to make a Nightwing video, and so let's do that.
Yeah.
Hopefully DC doesn't sue us.
Yeah, have they sued you yet?
They have not sued us.
Okay.
And, to DC, we love you.
Yeah.
We're just fans. Please don't sue us.
So how are you making money then? How do you do this?
We're not making any
No
money.
money's made,
There's
okay.
no money. We're not making any I guess, merch or anything like
Sure.
that. Like aside from the Kickstarter stuff, we're not trying to put in festivals. We're not trying to really do anything. We're really just this has been a passion project. We love the character. We love the story.
Sure.
We love Batman. We love everybody who's working on this project. To my surprise, is like huge fans of this character in this universe and just wants to see it come to life. And I think everybody's totally cool with just doing it for free and just doing it for fun.
Nice.
And hopefully, get our names out there in the process.
So then, in a nutshell, where are you picking up from? Are you drawing as like canon for you, the animated series? Are you drawing from comics, or is it an original like storyline?
We picked pieces from everything.
Yeah.
Anything that we liked growing up, we were like, we grab little bits and pieces from here and there. So like, there's a lot of stuff, because animated series was the first thing that my first like interaction with these characters, my first interaction with Batman in general, even before the movies or anything. So I was like, that to me is like the ultimate canon. So we took a lot from there. We took a lot from the movies. There's a lot of people say that we took a lot from The Dark Knight, but I mean, really, we were going for more of an Arkham City vibe, where
nice.
like this is a universe where like Batman and Superman and the Justice League do exist. This is like comic book cartoony universe. So
Gotcha.
we took little pieces of the stories. I think comic book fans are going to notice that we took there's a few scenes that are like verbatim like moments from the comic book.
That's why you're gonna get sued. Plagiarism.
I hope, yeah. Please don't sue us.
Jim Lee's a friend of the show. He'll never sue you.
Oh, really?
I can't promise that. He likes us, all right, but I can't promise.
Jim Lee is what caused me to start reading the comics book.
Oh,
comic
yeah?
book. Yeah, I read Hush for the first
yeah.
time, and I was like,
on
this
board.
is amazing.
Yeah.
I need to read more of this, and that's honestly what sparked it. Like 2003 or something, maybe.
Nice.
So
All right, so Wednesday, trailer drops.
Wednesday trailer drops.
You brought a hot teaser, though, right now.
I brought a hot teaser.
Do we need to set it up or anything? It's just what it is?
Yeah, I mean, this is like a quick flashes of action and stuff like that for what you're going to see. The actual trailer that's going to drop on the 20th is going to get into the story and show a few more characters and reveal a little bit more. And then we're actually going to drop the series shortly after. We have a release date, but it's going to be in the trailer. So watch it on the August 20th and you'll see the release date.
That's why they call them teases. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Not too shabby, huh?
Thank you.
I mean, is it intimidating though to come in granted you have talent and I don't. But like when I come into a project where it's like, oh man, I'm gonna make a Superboy film, right? I'd be like, oh man, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be bad. Like, you know what I mean? Because I don't know how to do anything. Like, this isn't gonna look right. It's not gonna look like the movie or the comic. Or I mean, like, how do you get over the self-doubt on that front? Or did you not even have that being a filmmaker? Like,
No, not at all. I feel like I've had probably 3 nervous breakdowns.
Oh, wow.
Since we began this project. We started this thing off and it was so small, and over the course of the last like year and a half, we've been working on it. Because again, like everybody on the project is working for free, nobody's getting paid, so they're all just like, hey, we got a weekend, can we do it? And now it's like me and like the core team of people just like buckling down, just getting the edits done, like, and all of us are kind of jack of all trades, but it's like. it's even then, it's a super daunting thing because we've gotten all these fans and they expect so much from us now. Like, I feel like they expect Hollywood quality, and we're like, all right, we're going to give you Hollywood quality. We'll find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
And, I think a lot of people hopefully will be really, really satisfied. We were able to turn a really small budget, and I think something a little bit more epic. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a daunting thing, especially making a fan film is something that people can compare it to. Oh, we can just compare it to The Dark Knight. We can compare it.
We've seen these characters on TV and movies before.
Oh, it's just like Arrow. We get that one all the time. Oh, it's like it's a knockoff of Arrow. Or is this in the same universe as Arrow? Is your Deathstroke going to be Australian? Excuse me. And no, he's not. Spoiler alert: he's not Australian.
Did you try to get Manu Bennett?
Our script was written. Our stuff was already being put together.
Yeah.
Before Arrow first season had come out on Arrow. So
you didn't try to get Manu Bennett.
Well, no.
He couldn't. I mean, I think you should have tried.
Yeah, but we already started.
But you just get rid of your Deathstroke.
I was just like, hey, we're halfway through. We need an Australian Deathstroke. Manu, you're the only one who can do it. Come on.
All right, so you're getting set off. How many episodes is the series?
It's going to be 5 episodes.
When do they release?
Nice try.
Damn it. Are they all at once? Are they going to be on a weekly, monthly basis?
It's going to be a weekly basis.
Okay.
Everything's already shot, and once we release it on the first day, it's going to come out every, Monday after that, or Tuesday.
Final question for you. Are you up to date on this Batman Beyond 2.0 business in the digital comics?
No, I am not.
You want me to spoil it for you? Are you going to read it one day?
I will read it one day, but spoil it for me.
Everybody shut your ears if you don't want this spoiled for you. It turns out that Bruce Wayne used to f*** Barbara Gordon after she had dated Dick Grayson. They had broken up. Bruce and Barbara started a short fling of a relationship. Then they broke up. Then Dick came back to town. This is the animated series universe canon. Then Dick comes back to town, starts dating Barbara again. Turns out Barbara is pregnant with Bruce's kid. Dick Grayson Batman confesses this to Dick Grayson. He beats the fucking shit out of Batman. Batman doesn't fight back, of course. He's like, I had this coming. I shouldn't have had sex with your ex-girlfriend, son. And then on top of all this, while this is happening, Batgirl's fighting crime across the town, gets kicked in the stomach, miscarries.
Oh my God.
Dude, Kyle Higgins, man.
I'm telling you what, Batman Beyond 2.0, digital comics, awesome.
I saw a picture on Twitter with him with the eye patch and with Nightwing or Dick Grayson in there with the eye patch, and I was like, dude, I need to catch up on this.
Yeah.
That was looking pretty good.
To put an end cap on all of it, it's one of the things I love right now about being a DC Comics fan and comic book fan in general is the fact that we've gotten to the point where people with talent like yourself can go make cool stuff. People with talent can go tell stories in the DC canon, right, in the universe, and do these different things, and you can have these different one-shots. It's a great time to be a nerd right now.
Really is, man. Best TV, best movies, best video games. I mean, a lot of good stuff. Batman vs. Superman, we hope you're good.
Yeah, please don't look it up. Zack Snyder. I always say the fourth time is the charm. Yeah. But your series looks good. It looks great. Trailer's dropping Wednesday. Go to youtube.com/Ismahawk.
Ismahawk.
What the hell kind of name is that for YouTube?
So quick story. quick story.
Sure.
So I used to work at a video game store when I was in high school.
Sure.
And when I got hired, everyone had these super cool gamer tags, and I was like, man, it's like. I don't want to say their gamer tags in case they don't want me to, but they had all these cool gamer tags that didn't mean anything. I was like, these are awesome. I want one.
Right.
And so I just combined 2 words that I thought were super cool. Isma was the Persian prefix to Ismail, which was equivalent to the assassins who were originally. It's a big old history thing.
That's cool.
Which I thought was pretty neat. I had like an uncle or something who wrote a book on it, so I was like, cool. It's pretty sweet. So
that was good. No.
And then hawk. They're
birds.
I like birds.
Yeah.
Like birds of prey, not like pigeons or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I was just combined the 2, and I was like, this sounds pretty cool. Then our YouTube channel started getting more views, and me and Jeremy were like, dude, we got to change the name. I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And then back at that time, YouTube didn't let you change your name, so it was either like your Google Plus name, which was just Danny Shepard, or Ismahawk. And Jeremy was like, well, dude, if you're just Danny Shepard, like, that's not cool. And I was like, Ismahawk it is. That's it. So it
Stuck?
was etched in stone.
Wow.
People call me Mr. Ismahawk sometimes. So
I'll do that from now on.
Oh, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody who watched Nightwing the series, the teaser drops this Wednesday on youtube.com/IsmaHawk. Mr. Ismahawk, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you to Danny Shepard, Brian Altano, Mitch Dyer, and you, my audience. If you want to be in that audience, go.ign.com/up@noon for details. As always, I'll be answering comments the first hour of this video is live, so come tell me your favorite Nightwing moment. Mine is when he beat up Batman after he f***ed Batgirl. I still can't get over that. That is just crazy shit, right? We'll be back next week with a brand new show, but until then, I'm going back to bed.